The 5 C's of personal protection. The first is condition yellow. This simply means that you're aware of your environment. When you're out in public and even when you're at home, you're kind of paying attention to noises, any types of movements or shadows that are out of the ordinary. And instead of having your face just planted in your phone or staring at your food as you eat, you're kind of looking around in a very casual but yet relaxed manner. And so condition yellow allows you to go to the next condition, condition orange or condition red, if need be. But if you're in condition white, the state of complete oblivion of your surroundings, then you're going to have a hard time making the connection that you need to defend yourself. And so condition yellow gives you that opportunity to buy just a small amount of time to allow you to do various things, to think through or to move to safeguard yourself or others. The next is to counter with self-defense tactics. So this, encompasses conditioning the body for battle. And self-defense tactics have to be learned over time and they have to be maintained. And so going to a self-defense class, once a year or every 5 years is really not enough. And there's a lot of DVDs that you can buy that help you practice various types of moves and philosophies, so that maybe like once a month you get out that tape or that book and you can kind of review the various tactics that you want to learn and maintain. The next is to cover and move. This is a big one right here. Cover and move. Now, this may be part of your self-defense tactics, but this is a really large focus in self-defense. If someone is shooting at you, you want to get behind cover. If there's a threat maybe it's not a person, maybe it's actually something that is very dangerous. Maybe there's a gas leak or some type of poison. You want to get cover and get away from that. The same thing with moving. You don't want to be stationary if a threat's coming after you. You want to move, especially if someone's firing after you, shooting, live rounds at you. You want to be in a moving state. It's harder to be shot when you're moving than if you're just standing still. So get cover, and while you're trying to get cover, move. And after you get cover, if you need to move to other cover, move. And sometimes when you're even behind cover, it's good to be moving and looking and trying to be solving problems, to how to get to even a better location, even better cover. The next is concealed carry. This particular C is very important. Obviously, if you don't have a method outside of your self-defense tactics, it's going to be that much more challenging. Some people go with non-lethal, some people go with lethal, or both. And so pepper spray, pepper gel, collapsible batons, tasers, firearms, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with and you have training with, you definitely want to have that with you so that you can make a more impactful approach to protecting yourself and others. One of the greatest equalizers is the handgun. And there's a reason why, police officers have that on their belt because it really comes in handy when you have people that are larger than you, that are stronger than you, a handgun or things equivalent. Maybe it's a blade, but a handgun gives you more distance. And so that's one of the things that I like about the handgun is that you don't have to get up close and personal with that person that's trying to threaten you. And so you don't really want to get in that knife fight. You're just too close and personal. I don't want to be using a baton because it's really just too close. Now, pepper spray can give you some distance. I have a canister that gives you about 18 feet distance. But even then, sometimes you just don't know about the environment around you. Maybe there's high winds that can throw that off a little bit. So you have to look at how many options do you have, and do you have them on your person? The last C here of the 5 C's is control the situation. you have to control the situation or it's going to control you. And so this goes back to your training, you know, self-defense tactics, just putting all these together. You know, do you have cover and are you moving? Do you have a concealed carry option or multiple options? Are you alert and aware? And so to control the situation, a lot of times you're going to have to take control of what's going on around you. You're going to have to step up and go ahead and assume the primary role of protector if no one else does. Of course, in most societies, a police officer or someone in law enforcement assumes that particular role. But if someone is causing mayhem and someone is causing death and destruction potentially, then most people would stand up and face that evil, face those threats. And so control the situation once again, or it will control you. So these are the 5 C's of personal protection that I've come up with. If you have any others that you would like to add, feel free to add it in the comment section, or if you have any other advice that you would like to share concerning personal protection, I'm always open and I'm all ears. Hey, thanks for all your ongoing support. I really do appreciate it. The channel is doing great. We're growing every day, and I'll catch you all later.